2024 campaign is in full swing.
In the next few minutes, you will discover that the U.S. election is being influenced by a mysterious force.
This is for Donald Trump a chance to go out the winner he must be.
Kamala Harris demands respect. If it's not given to her, she demands it.
It's about the country that you want.
The choice could not be more stark.
One that's quietly shifting the economic and political trajectory of the entire world. The popular voting phase of the 60th U.S. presidential election officially ended on November 5th. If Biden doesn't cheat, it seems almost certain that Trump will move into the White House. According to the live data from the U.S. election results, Trump currently holds a strong advantage. Although it's too early to celebrate, a little excitement is certainly in order.
Thank you.
Meta-Luban and the cryptocurrency mining channel, we have been closely monitoring the role of the crypto industry in this election. According to the latest data released by the Federal Election Commission in the United States, Bitcoin has been involved in presidential campaign donations as early as 2015. With Trump's participation this year, the proportion of Bitcoin donations has reached its highest level ever. That in 2024 up to now, the total donations have already raised to $200 million, representing 48% of all corporate contributions. These figures indicate that the crypto industry is becoming deeply involved in traditional political and social activities, continuously seeking ways to coexist with the traditional world. As mentioned in Death Capital, the cyclical nature of social development lies in the inevitability of crisis and the periodicity reproduction. The exhaustion of traditional finance is becoming increasingly evident, while the decentralized crypto industry is rising with a strength that can no longer be ignored. This shift brings with it a potential to shape the economic and political direction of the entire world. In the coordinated donations from the crypto industry, Bitcoin holds the highest donation share among all virtual currencies. So what is the Republican Party's stance on Bitcoin? Based on historical trends, Bitcoin may potentially surpass $100,000 after the U.S. presidential election as the pro-crypto Republican Party, when Trump declared, "Make Bitcoin a national strategic reserve and make Bitcoin great again." The crypto market responded positively. Bitcoin surged by over 10%, reaching $75,000. Dogecoin also experienced a rise of over 30%, surpassing $0.2. The market displayed a vibrant and optimistic performance. Given this trend, could Bitcoin really reach $100,000 in this cycle? Since its inception in 2009, Bitcoin is now facing the fourth U.S. presidential election. Data shows that after the past three elections, the price of Bitcoin has increased. If this trend repeats, Bitcoin's price could reach its peak in about 1 year. After each election, Bitcoin's price has been significantly higher than it was 4 years prior, but the rate of increase has gradually slowed down. The first to second cycle saw a 70% reduction in the rate of growth, while the second to third cycle showed an 87% decline. If this trend continues, the increase in the current cycle could be about 90% less, meaning a rise of approximately 47.8%. It was expected that by the fourth quarter of 2025, Bitcoin's price could reach around $103,500. When Trump declared make Bitcoin a national strategic reserve and make Bitcoin great again, the next bull market was quietly drawing near. MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor has predicted that Bitcoin will reach $13 million by 2045.
My long-term forecast is it's going to go to 13 million over 21 years.
With an average growth rate of 29% over the next 21 years. So for fans and supporters of the crypto industry, are you willing to hold on to Bitcoin for 4 years, expecting it to hit $500,000 US? In the past decade, Bitcoin has already increased by 90 times. What will its value be in the next 10 to 20 years? During the current U.S. election period, Bitcoin has surged past the $70,000 mark, reaching around $73,000. This rise is closely related to market expectations regarding interest rate cuts and the trajectory of the election. Recently, a popular valuation model for Bitcoin has been circulating in the crypto market, featuring 7 different estimates that range from $500,000 to $24 million. From the valuation models, it's clear that the market is optimistic about Bitcoin's trajectory after the US election. Let's focus on analyzing Model 1 and Model 2 in particular. If Bitcoin were to be benchmarked against gold, its value could reach $1 million. Currently, Bitcoin's value is only about 7.4% that of gold. Based on a 50% valuation model, Bitcoin is highly likely to rise to around $140,000 over the next few years. If we estimate its value at 30% of gold's combined investment and storage value, Bitcoin's price could reach $300,000. If Bitcoin is benchmarked as a global asset replacement, then $1 million is certainly not its endpoint. The total market value of gold globally is approximately $7.7 trillion. While the broad money supply is around $19.4 trillion, real estate has a total value of $270 trillion. Broad money includes cash deposits and customer margin accounts in securities firms. Only 8% of this money supply is in cash circulation, with the rest primarily held in savings or other stored forms. Real estate, though mainly used for residential or functional purpose, also serves as a storage of wealth to a considerable extent. Assuming roughly 20% of the real estate functions as a storage of value, the global total storage market could be estimated as $134 trillion. The total supply of Bitcoin is limited to 21 million, with approximately 3 million permanently lost. Given Bitcoin's clear storage advantages over gold, fiat currencies, and real estate, each Bitcoin could theoretically reach a value of $7.5 million. If we also factor in a global wealth growth rate of 6% annually, then in 20 years, as Bitcoin's store of value is more widely recognized, its price could reach $24 million. Of course, this figure assumes Bitcoin would hold 100% of global store of value market. A more conservative estimate and 10% market share would still see Bitcoin valued at around $2.4 million in 20 years. It's amazing to think about it, isn't it? Just take a look how many Bitcoins you hold. Of course, some of you might be wondering, what if Bitcoin goes to zero? That question has been around since Bitcoin's very first Genesis block. But over time, what we see more often is regret from those who hesitated or were unaware of its potential. Just think of the guy in 2010 who spent 10,000 Bitcoins on 2 pizzas. Bitcoin is actively aligned with market expectations, reflecting the excitement around the US election, one of the most closely watched global events. As Trump rallies behind his slogan, MHA, and Elon Musk stakes his reputation and resources, when crypto uses assets from around the world pour in donations, it's clear the world is undergoing significant transformation.
Over here, sir. This way. What do you do if you once you get elected?
Everyone gets tax cuts. Joe Biden finally has extra time for naps.
As a seasoned player in the crypto mining industry, Meta-Luban wholeheartedly hopes for Trump's success in the election. The future of Bitcoin, whether it thrives or falters, hinges on the present moment. Okay, that is all for today's video. The intertwined fate of the US election and the crypto industry is something that cannot be altered by whoever takes office. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for support. We also welcome your thoughts in the comments section. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.